Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this is a big deal for Auburn. New head coach Alex Golesh, he told me that he is so excited they've got some crucial pieces in the transfer portal, and he believes this Auburn job is a diamond. He is ready to make it shine bright here this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Give to the fullback. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
On the ground, it's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it himself. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. At midfield, he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Golesh before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you can tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Fullback's got it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. Here's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Twelfth play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Right down the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So first down will open up the final period. Runs through the tackle. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. And some room to work. Could be an alley. Quick step and go. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the LSU Tigers. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. And the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Got room to work. Maybe a crease. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Auburn Tigers. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline.
Stay up, stay up.
Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10.
Spade.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. The sure hands, it's Allen.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. Right down the gut of the field. This defense leaving nothing to chance. Stripping away and jumping on that football. And they're going to get... So first down will open up the final period. Past the marker.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. Complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Slithers into space, finding some room. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the ball is free on the pitch. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Find some fresh air. Got a little grass. And they'll knock him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Go.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. With the catch, it's Craver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, the defense has to be kicking themselves after giving up a 4th and long handoff for a 1st down. They were never anticipating that play.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Rayner. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the middle. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There's some room. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Rayner. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Finds a little space. Makes one man miss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. It's 3rd and 5. Here's a little room there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's the danger on 3rd and short as a defense, right? You line all those bodies up close to the line of scrimmage. If you let the running back into the second level, you know it's going to be a big one. A nice effort that time by the safety, making a touchdown-saving tackle.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the red area, it's Lacy. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Making side adjustments here.
Go.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Auburn. Welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. He's in open space downfield.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Bounced right back to them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back. All by self down the middle. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you caught.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Sticks it in his belly. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback making adjustments. There's a crease. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the counter. Maybe some room here. Stop just across the 50 at the 40. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Ready? Go.
They go to the counter. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Tigers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Running to green. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in
breaks into the open. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
The give to the big fullback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
No game on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got enough for the first. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And he scores. Touchdown, Auburn. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Tennessee Volunteers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. And the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. They didn't get a push at all on that. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. It in. Touchdown, Tigers. To have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Look out, he's got room. Still on his feet at the 25. Open field on the right. The 20, 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Ready.